Hello and welcome to episode 15 of my Astroneer tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on making a truck and large storage. Both of these items you will first need to find. You need to find the research unknown research items from the crashed spacecraft. So previously I visited that crashed ship, and that's where I got the truck from. That is also where you get the large storage from, and the large storage only fits onto trucks and the tier 2 spacecraft. So the tier 2 land vehicle and the tier 2 spacecraft both use the large storage, and you can only fit it onto them, and it's fitted in a unique way which I'm going to show you in this episode. So there we go. If you need to know how to get the truck or the large storage, you've got to research them, and the unknown research comes from the crash ships. Okay, I've encountered a really nasty bug in Astroneer, and let's tell you what it is first of all. So I went off wandering and went a long distance from my base, came back, and the 4 rovers that I'd previously built all vanished. Also 8 of my small storage containers, which I dotted around the base up here, which you'll remember, they also vanished. I've tried experimenting putting the nuggets of materials on the floor, they still vanish. I've tried them underground, they still vanish. I've tried also, I wondered whether the bug was triggered by roaming a long way from your base. So I did a little experiment where I went AFK underground next to a pile of resources for about 12 hours. When I come back, all the resources gone. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because I believe I found a workaround for this bug. But I want to do some more testing, and in another episode I'm going to show you how you will not lose your stuff anymore until the developers fix the bug. Remember, this is pre-alpha, so it's to be expected. But I thought I'd mention it because for some of you that might be a game-breaking bug. But like I say, I think I may have found a cure, a fix for it. Anyway, this episode's on the truck and large storage, so let's make a truck. You make the truck obviously through the vehicle bay, and you can only make the truck once you've researched it. It requires 4 aluminium, and then just click build. Now the truck is vastly superior to the rover. For starters, it has twice the amount of energy storage, so there's one good reason to have a truck. But the ultimate reason for the truck is the amount of sockets that you can store on it through the use of large storage. Now, if you want to put large storage onto your truck, you will obviously need power, which I've just run out of. So, well, the sun's coming up, so that should fix that problem. But your truck, in order to fit large storage onto your truck, it's done through the vehicle bay, and your truck must be attached to the vehicle bay. So when you first make the truck, of course, it will be attached. So let's wait till I get some power, and then I want to show you what I'm talking about, or waffling about. Okay, notice the truck is filling with power from my base, so it's taking a priority over the vehicle bay. Notice my storages are socketed into my base items. With that vanishing bug I've just told you about, I did notice that none of my base machines vanished. Everything else can vanish, but not your base. So I figured out that stuff attached to the machines, which is attached to the base, they are also staying. But of course for storms, this is still no good, because you can't really have a base in the storm. So in another episode I'm going to show you, we're going to go subterranean with bases, and we're going to fix that bug. Right, okay, so now we're getting energy. I should be able to show you the large storage. Of course, with the truck you're going to need to make a seat. Now you can make a seat through the vehicle bay or through the printer. What's the difference? Well, if you make the seat through the vehicle bay, the seat will be a permanent fixture on your truck. So once it's made, you will not be able to take the seat off, which is not good. You don't want that. You want to be able to take the seat on and off because you might want to make a train. Now if you make the seat with the printer, you can put it on and take it off. So my advice is, when you make the seat for your truck, make it on the printer, not the vehicle bay like it's saying here. Okay, now large storage. Let's show you how to do that. I've researched it, so there you go, you see I can make it. But let's first take the unhook it from the base and see if it still lets me. Yeah, it is. So okay, it doesn't have to be attached, it just needs to be close enough to the vehicle bay. So I'd recommend doing it as soon as you've made the truck. Okay, now how many can we fit on here? Let's have a look. Once you make the storage, you can't put it on and off. Once it's made, it's permanently on, just like if you make the seat from the vehicle bay. So there we go, there's the large storage. Oh no, I have got enough for one more. Now with these sockets, I'm going to leave them empty for research components. Right, okay, so that's building a truck. Now with the large storage, the first thing to notice is you get 4 large sockets. That means you could put a tier 2 solar panel, a tier 2 wind turbine, and a large generator. Or you can put small storages, one in there, so you can have 4 small storages, giving you a total of 32 storage off of one large. So if I was to build another large storage here, that would give me a total of 64 small storage sockets. Very cool. So over here you can see I've got another truck I made previously, and here's a configuration that you can see I've done with it. I've socketed a tier 2 solar panel in there and a wind turbine in there. I have one research socket there and room for a couple of small storages in there. Okay, but what we want to do is chain it up. Of course we do. So let's take it over to my other truck. Now you can see why I didn't attach a seat to it. Okay, as soon as we see that ghost of the cable, we know we can attach it. Let's get it from the right angle. Oop. There you go. We now have a truck train. The only thing we're missing is ice, and then we could have some ice road truckers. Anyway, right, okay, I'm being silly. So here we go, let's have a little drive of our little truck train. Very easy to steer, I've got to say that, it really is fantastic. Now, I read in the Astroneer wiki that, and I did notice it, which is why I went and checked, the more you store on your vehicles, whether it's your rovers or your trucks, it has an impact on the speed. So the more trucks you daisy chain and the more items, small storages and items put in this, the more you load up your trucks, it will impact your speed and you will get to the point where you won't be able to move. But as you can see, with 2 trucks unladen, it moves nice and quick. So what I'm thinking is I could put 2 small storages here, leave that truck for Actually, I'm going to put another large storage on that, and then that can be for half for research and half for small storage. So let's go do that. So in order to put a large storage on that, I'm going to have to attach the rear, or at least get it near enough. Right, there we go. And there we go, large storage. So let's put that on as well, why not? It doubles up basically the two large sockets on the that you have there by default. So by putting a large storage, you get 4, and they're all usable exactly the same as the one that's in the truck itself. So it makes sense to add these. Now there we go, there's a beauty. Let's have a look, see how quick it goes now. I'd love to have put a load of small storages into it, but like I told you, they've all vanished, they all gone. They went the way of the parrot. You can see it tugs a little, so it impacts you in that way. What about getting up a hill? Yeah, no problem. Oh, I was driving around with my Rover the other day. Oh, Merry Christmas, by the way, everyone. I'm recording this today, Christmas Day. All the other episodes we did done yesterday. I hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas. So yeah, anyway, I was driving around the other day with my Rover, with my free in a daisy chain, and I wasn't paying attention, and the rear Rover fell into a hole, a crater that I was telling you about. Don't leave craters. And so then I had to spend 10 minutes filling in the ground to get it back out so I could carry on driving. So do be careful with that when you make some big trains. I am curious, the wiki says not to do more than 2 trucks, but I'm thinking I need to test loading it to full capacity with these and then putting a 3rd truck on, although I think 2 is sufficient because of the amount of storage we have. Yeah, this works really well. Let's show you what it's like going over rough terrain. Oh, and this is rough terrain over here, perfect for me to demonstrate. It's done perfectly in actual fact. It's just like you'd expect off-road driving across a moon or crater planet. So you can see the truck is very robust. It can get over these big bumps and severely distorted ground, even towing another truck. I have managed to flip the truck over, but that's not a problem. You just get thrown out of it and you go back up to the truck. Well, let's do it and show you. So I'm going to try and flip the truck over just so you can see what happens. The best way to do that, I guess, is to drive up the side of this hill. Probably not going to manage to flip it now. Typical. Because I want to flip it, I can't. Storms can flip your truck, but I've not had it happen to me yet, and I've driven through many. Oh, here we go, I've flipped the rear. Interesting, how do we unflip the rear? I've never unflipped the rear before. I'm not sure there is a way. Still moving though. Right, maybe the storm will flip it back the right way. Anyway, so let's... I've got a feeling if I drive it around it's going to flip back the right way eventually. Oh, solar panels have come up. Flip the rear of the truck. the timer. But this is a serious experiment. How do I get this truck, the rear truck, flipped back the right way? You see, if you've got a seat in it, you can flip it back the right way just by doing the tab key, so you go back into the seat. But of course, okay, let's try something else. Now the storm's gone. What I'm going to try is disconnecting it and driving my truck into it. How about that? Sometimes you have to resort to brute force, I'm afraid. Some things in life can be handled no other way. Go on, you sucker, go over. Oh, there you go. Now you know why I'm called the legendary gamester. Alright, the legendary idiot. But anyway, we got that sorted in the end. So if any of y'all flip the rear of your truck when you're driving along, just do what I've done. Unlink your truck. And go and ram it. And that'll put it back up the right way. And there we go. Happy ending. Well, the timer's gone. I'm glad I just went that little bit longer to show you how to get it back the right way. I've driven around. I haven't driven with towing a truck before, but remember, that only happened because I was really stupid and decided to drive up the side of a hill to try and flip the front, which was fantastic because that I never done before. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic Christmas. Goodbye.